Hey everybody, how's it going? So this video is going to be a little bit different than my other videos because most my other videos I've pretty much just talked about the stuff that's going on at the college and different stuff like that. For this video, I want to talk about more like future stuff, stuff I've been thinking about a little bit recently, and stuff I want you guys to start thinking and praying about as well. So first, there's the issue of getting my A&P license. Now, what is that? Well, A&P stands for Airframe and Power Plant. So basically, being a aircraft mechanic. Having that is something that most mission organizations require you to have because there's not going to be mechanics or too many of those around, and so they want you to be able to do the maintenance on your aircraft yourself. And even if I end up working for an organization that doesn't require that, I personally would not feel that I was qualified enough to, be a missionary in a foreign country because I would want to be able to fix my own airplane. So there's the issue of actually getting my A&P. Now that's something I don't have to worry about for quite a little while now. But it is good to think ahead and start figuring out how I'm going to go about doing that. So there actually are a few options that I know of right now. First of all, one is just doing it here at the college. They do have an A&P program. I'm not entirely sure how well it is, like how far along it is and all that. Hopefully they can get it up and running by the time I would be ready to take it. Another possibility is going back home after I graduate and then getting an apprenticeship and doing that for the amount of time it would take until I get it. And then another possibility is going to this school that's in Ohio. It's a Christian school. It's MMS. I don't remember what those letters stand for, but you can go ahead and give it a Google if you want to find out all the information about it. But the way they do things, it's a little bit different. So all of their students are full-time students, and so their whole goal is to get you trained and get you your A&P as soon as possible. The thing about it is that's kind of weird. They don't want you to work work and pay off college as you go. They don't want you to pay straight out of your pocket. They don't want you to get a loan. What they want you to do is to have raised up support from your church and other churches and stuff like that, and have all the support you need by the time you go there. Now, this is something I haven't talked about with my parents or anything. I haven't told them about this school. I just recently had thought about it. I got told about it last quarter and just kind of put the information away. Didn't really think about it, but quite recently it's gotten brought up in conversation, and so I've been thinking about it a little bit. Yeah, that is definitely an option that I have. I would like all of you guys to just pray that God would reveal to me what it is He wants me to do to get my A&P, and that He would give me wisdom to decide what it is I'm going to do. I would also appreciate it if you guys would consider supporting me financially, either now in the future. I'm not necessarily asking that you financially support me. I'm asking that you pray and think about it. The other thing that is up for consideration is where I'm actually going to go and serve. Now, for the past 6 months, people have been asking me, when they meet me, they've been asking me if I have a specific countries that I want to go and serve in. And so far, my answer has just been, no, I don't have a specific country in mind. I just plan on going, wherever God wants me to go. And I'd say for the first 4 months that I've been going here, that answer was true. But for the past couple of months, there's a specific country of which I've been thinking that I would like to go to. And that country is Russia. Now, I have absolutely no idea if this is where God wants me to go. The only thing I do know is that I want to go there. But the thing about that is, what I want and what God wants are definitely not always the same thing. My fascination with going to Russia actually goes back, I think, 2 years. When I was 17 is when I got interested in going, because there was a couple of missionaries from Russia that our church supports, and they came to the States. Like, this is something that doesn't happen very often at all. So they came over, talked at church, they talked to us at youth group, and I was just absolutely fascinated with the idea of going to Russia. And so me and a couple of friends got the idea to take a short-term mission trip to Russia, and there was no other nothing else that influenced the idea. Okay, we came up with this all by ourselves. And so anyway, me and my sister actually started working on learning how to speak Russian. Anyway, we brought the idea up to our youth leader, and he thought it was a good idea. And he then brought the idea up to the missionaries, and they thought it was a good idea. So I don't remember how long of planning and trying to figure stuff out went on, but we eventually did have a plan. We knew where we were going to go. We had our passports. We had the money needed to buy the tickets. And we were busy trying to learn Russian. Well, at least me and my sister were. I think everyone else was just being lazy and not really trying. But as it turns out, there were some complications. For one thing, one of the missionaries had a stroke and was hospitalized, and so that put a big bump in the road and of what we were going to do. I don't remember what all was going on at the time, but I remember we had a meeting of us who was wanting to go, of our parents, and another guy who was, I believe, this missionary's emergency contact or something like that. And it was, in the end, decided best that we not go. However, our youth leader actually did go on the intended day to Russia, spent 2 weeks there, and he was perfectly fine. All right, he was perfectly safe. And I believe if we had gone, it would have been perfectly fine. We would have been safe. But on the other hand, I do see that it may not have been the best idea to go at that time, because we all weren't necessarily that mature, and also we didn't speak very much Russian. I believe me and my sister spoke the most Russian out of the group, and what we knew wasn't all that much. So anyway, back to the point I guess I was trying to make. I would just like you guys to pray that God would reveal to me where it is he wants me to go, because while that is quite a ways off, like, I don't know how many years until I would actually be able to get onto the mission field, I would like to know where God is calling me to, because the more I can learn about the place that I'm going to go and learn the language and learn about the culture and just everything. The more I can learn about that, the better. And that is all I have to say right now. I would like to thank everybody who watches these videos and praise for me. It means a whole lot to me that all of you guys care and are thinking and praying about me. I'm just so thankful for every single one of you. And so with that, I will see you all sometime in the future, if I don't die.